Hello and welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Ethan and I've been playing badminton for about 15 years, and recently I've decided to take it more seriously. This series is me documenting that journey. Today I'm here with my boy Maxwell as usual, and we're getting warmed up for today's session as we're waiting for today's third member and special guest. As we're waiting for the third guest, we decided to do a service and net playing drill, where we play short serves to our opponent, but the goal is to win a point at the net, which means avoiding any other shot than a net play. Nice. I think that's the perfect one. That was good. That was good. Simon's here. Let's go. My boy Simon came through today. Me, Maxwell and Simon have been playing badminton for years now, so I'm sure you'll be seeing a lot more of him in other sessions as well. After doing a few clears and drives to get Simon warmed up, we're now ready to get into the first exercise.
Singles game. 2v1.
So as the title says, we're playing 2v1s today. Let me get into the court rules quickly before we begin. So very simple, the singles player will have a singles court and the doubles players will have a doubles court. We do change the rules later on, but we'll get to that. For now, let's get into the games. So as Simon said here, it was his first session back in a while, so jumping straight into a 2v1 was kind of a trial by fire situation. But it was a good chance for him to get into the swing of things and get used to the game.
What's going on? Well, let's you can get back. You can't get used to this.
Maxwell here was basically saying that Simon was stood too far back, leaving Simon open for a drop serve. But I do understand why Simon was standing further back. It is always easier to run forward than it is backwards, and I do think both points are valid, but as it's Simon's first session back, I'm sure he felt more in control having complete view of the court, which makes sense. Going into my first game, I feel like it went well, especially after all the drive practice from the box game in the last session. My main aim here was to put Maxwell and Simon under as much pressure as possible by using drives and really trying to attack the shuttle, as well as utilising all the space on the court. My only real struggle here was fatigue. I felt pretty burnt out by the end of the first game, but drills like this definitely helped me improve on my stamina. Into Maxwell's first game.
It don't matter.
I felt like he played very well. I also felt like me and Simon were playing very well as a pair and really trying to take advantage of the size and space left on Maxwell's side of the court, which I think made it a bit difficult for Maxwell to be in an attacking position in some situations. After this game, we gave each other some feedback on what we felt we could improve on to give us something to think about in the next set. We also decided to change the rules. So Maxwell felt like the singles player was at a pretty big disadvantage. On a singles court, usually the furthest back box is considered in on serves, but for this exercise, we decided to make it out on serves, and once in play, the back boxes were in again. And the opposite on the doubles court, usually the back box is considered out on serves, but we decided to make it in, which basically meant you could serve anywhere on the doubles court. I wasn't completely in favour of this, but it definitely changed the dynamic of the games. Into Simon's second game, he definitely controlled the court a lot more than in his first game. Obviously, as I said, it was his first session back in a while, so there were a few missed chances, but overall it was a good game. I felt really good going into my second game, especially after how the first one went. But things didn't completely pan out the way I wanted. I didn't capitalise on a few shots and made some silly mistakes. But in general, I was pretty happy with my footwork and shot selection. Into Maxwell's second game, we were hitting tough shots and making really good plays as well, also utilising all the court space, but Maxwell just played better. He was reacting to shots really well, and his shot selection was money. after this, again, we gave each other some notes and feedback on each other's game, and then we decided to try a new exercise. So I'm not sure what the name of this would be called, but I'll coin the term clears and drops. This exercise focuses on footwork, touch, consistency, and decision making, as well as stamina. 2 people stand on one side of the court in front of one another, and 1 person on the other side of the court. The single person should aim to hit clear and drop shots, and it's the pair's job to feed them clear and drops in return. It gives the singles player a chance to really practice their footwork and positioning, as well as shot selection and placement. And with it being such a long rally, it also works their stamina, which I really need. This exercise went really well for all of us, and after a little break, we decided to finish the session with some singles games to put everything we had done into some competitive practice. So into my first game against Maxwell, I felt like this game I was being very lazy with my plays and not moving my feet nearly enough as I needed to. I felt like Maxwell was like an iron wall of defense, and nothing I'd done really broke through it. I mentioned in the last episode about having to think more creatively, as Maxwell was getting used to a lot of my go-to moves, and it is pretty tough, but I do think he's really making me think differently about the game. Like watching it back, I'm even thinking these aren't very creative moves. There are way more chances that I could be creating for myself and taking a lot more risks, which allows me to take different shots that I'm not used to, and ultimately giving me more tools to work with. But my game does rely quite heavily on consistency, and I do aim to make shots that I know I'm most likely to make. It's definitely given me something to think about moving forward. Into Simon vs Maxwell, the game went very well. There were still some rusty moments in Simon's game, but after all the drills and exercises we had done in the session, you could definitely see the plays that he was trying to set. Into mine and Simon's game, there were a lot of silly mistakes from me in this one. I did feel good in the game, but I think I could have hit some more creative shots that weren't so predictable. Into mine and Maxwell's second game, coming off from the last game with Simon. I knew this game was going to be tough for me. I ultimately decided to just keep things simple and play the game that I knew best instead of getting in my head too much. I did still make some silly mistakes, but I tried to be consistent and focused on keeping my composure.
actually killed me.
Into Simon versus Maxwell. Coming from the last game me and Maxwell just had, I was not jealous of Maxwell at all. I was so slumped on that bench. I don't know how he played this game, honestly. It was a really good game from the two of them, and I could see Simon being a lot more confident on the court. With me half asleep on the bench, this was definitely an entertaining game.
Game? Yeah. I don't think I have anything left to do. I don't think I have.
I'm not winning games, bro.
I've got nothing left. I've got nothing left.
I've got nothing left.
Hear that chat? He's folding.
He's folded. What's all that about?
He's folding a 1v1.
Talk to your man. Talk to your man.
It's the biggest game of the day, and he's dodgy.
What's going on there?
It's coming out. It's getting cut out.
Stay tuned.
Make sure you hit the subscribe, hit the bell as well.
Could you do it actually, so I know what to say?
Well, before you make sure you hit the bell as well, so you make sure you know when I'm uploading. And guys, we'll get right back into it, but let me know when I next upload. So they're so excited.
Thanks for the 5 gifted.